hideous 4-day heat wave is upon us, so I thought I would show you guys what I'm doing in the garden to maximize the effect of the heat and to keep my garden alive. The first thing I do, as I can tolerate being out in the heat, is I get my vinegar, and for every liter of vinegar I use 2 tablespoons of liquid dish soap, and I spray my weeds. And you can see within 2 to 3 hours in this heat, the weeds are pretty cooked. Some will need a second spray, but I find this the most effective time to spray. Then I like to get out and fill up my bird baths and make sure they've got clean, fresh water in them. And I also pop something in the bird baths to make sure the birds have something to land on so their feet won't burn on the metal and so that little critters that get stuck in there can get out. I also like to prioritize an early morning watering of the garden beds, and throughout the day I will come out and check on the newly emerged seeds or newly planted seedlings and make sure they're not getting cooked while their root systems are immature. I also fill up the oyas in the garden beds so that the plants can suck out moisture throughout the day as they need it. Then I went down to check on the chickens to see what the shade effect of all the preparations we did was, and I was really happy with the results, except when it came to the new little Brahmas. Brahmas are already going to be heat sensitive because of their enormous feathers, and these girls were in the sun, which was no good. So I gave everyone their frozen snackies of corn and watermelon in the hottest part of the day to help them cool down, and throughout the day I put ice blocks in their water to keep their water from getting too warm, to try and help the situation that we find ourselves in. And then I needed to fix the girls up, so I cleaned out all the poop and I went inside and found some old sheets that I wasn't using for anything, dunked them in water so they were sopping wet, and hung them over the girls' cage. And you can see it gave them more visibility of the coop, but also a lot more shade, so hopefully it'll make them a lot happier. We added some water to the ground to help the girls stay nice and cool, and hosed over the top of the coop just to try and do anything we could to bring the temperature down, because today was supposed to be the coolest of the 4 days and we were already cracking 40, so it wasn't great. So in the afternoon, I popped the sprinklers on in the garden beds and made the most of any harvests that had come ready during the course of the day, including these yummy blackberries. And I grabbed a few flowers while I was out and about. These flowers are just going to get scorched over the next couple of days, so I might as well enjoy some of these beautiful flowers inside while we're hiding in air conditioning, trying to stay cool, even though we did actually spend a bit of time outside today, trying to get everything as sorted as possible to make sure all of our preparations are good, because it's only going to get worse from here. I hope you guys are doing okay in the heat, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.